Wednesday, I'm Larissa Wall.
And I'm Laura Schweizer. Today, we continue to address mental health in the wake of the Covenant school shooting in Green Hills that took the lives of 3 children and 3 adults.
Yeah, now it took just 14 minutes for a gunman to change our community forever. And today we continue to speak to our panel of experts about moving forward, grieving, and all those hard conversations that no parent ever wants to have.
That's right. Please welcome Benjamin Holmes, a licensed clinical social worker. Thank you so much for joining us. We wanted to mention that your practice offered pro bono mental health support to any first responders, the Covenant School faculty and staff, and any family members associated with the students at the Covenant School. Thank you so much for what you're doing.
Yes.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I mean, such an important topic right now. Let's start with parents and what guidance you would offer them when it comes to talking to their children.
The first thing that I would say to parents is kind of breathe and give yourself some grace, because we don't have a script for this. But one tool that I would like to share with parents is something I call VCR, and that stands for Validate, Connect, and Respond. And just really quickly, validate is not advising. So whenever our kids are experiencing things, emotions, they're having thoughts, they're going through the processing of this, it's really important to not advise them on how they should think or how they should feel, but to just kind of see them and accept what it is that they're going through. And it's really important that we allow them to be there without pushing them past it. Validating is not necessarily agreeing with everything that a person is thinking, but just saying, like, I see you and that's okay. I'm here with you, and that leads into that C, which is connect. Connect is not competing, though. And so we need to make sure as parents that we're staying on top of our own emotions and our own mental health, that we're not projecting the fear and the anxiety that we're having as parents right now, and sucking up all of that emotional energy and making it to where our kids need to console us. And so connecting is as simple as just saying, like, this is super hard, we're going to get through this together. Making sure that your child knows that you're here for them and with them. And that, again, it's okay for them to come to you. You're going to listen. And then as they're expressing what they're going through, it's important to respond. Respond is not leading, though. And so we need to respond factually. We need to respond honestly. If we don't know an answer, we need to say we don't know an answer. And that maybe we'll figure it out or find out for them. But when we're responding, it's also more than just answering those questions that they know to ask. It's responding to any signs and symptoms that they may be showing that they're struggling on a deeper level that might require some other help to be brought in.
I love that whole method because it's really making these children feel heard. And we were just speaking about how every single human being wants to be heard. Now, how would a parent know if a child needs to seek professional mental health help?
Yeah, I mean, the last thing we want to do is miss something in our kids, right? And so we want to be attuned to their needs, and parents know their children better than anyone. We know their patterns, we know their habits, we know their schedules. And so just looking for deviations to kind of baseline behaviors. So if they're not sleeping as well, they're not eating as well or as normally as they usually would, if they're kind of withdrawn from friend groups or hobbies, extracurricular activities, they just don't seem to have the energy to engage in life the way they normally would. If there's reports from teachers that they're having a problem concentrating, they're a bit more agitated or fidgety. And then even, you know, if what would otherwise be viewed as kind of minor stressors seem to really put them at the peak of emotional reactivity, then you might think, well, maybe my kid is running a little low on distress tolerance, and we might need to see someone to help give them some skills and tools to use to get through this.
I want to go back to something you were saying before with the VCR method about how, as a parent, you need to be careful not to put too much on them where they're then consoling you. How do you know if you're putting too much on your child? Or is there a way to go, okay, wait, that might be too much?
Well, I think your kids will probably shut down because, you know, when they're wanting to come to you to talk and to have a safe space to open up, and then it becomes about the parent, it becomes about your experience, that kid is going to not feel seen. And, you know, it can even border into something that we call parentification, which is kind of an unhealthy relationship dynamic to where the kids are expected to kind of take care of the parent as though they're a partner instead of a child. So again, I would just advise that validation of sitting with that experience, of listening, not really asking a bunch of like deep probing questions, but just kind of open-ended questions of, you know, is there anything going on with you today? And kind of noticing, right? Like if I see my kid is off a baseline behavior, just saying like, hey, it seems like you're really kind of struggling with something. I'm here with you, I'm here for you. We're all struggling. I want you to know that that's normal. And, you know, I want to talk to you if you're willing to talk about it. And just kind of connecting and, again, responding. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I
well,
like
as
that
a
lot.
father and a husband, you know, it's been a tough week for individually and collective family units. But you say that you make it a point to practice gratitude. Why is that so important?
I think whenever we heard the news on Monday, I instantly had terror and then gratitude right following that. And so for granted too, that I have 3 children. One's at Hillsborough High School, one's at elementary school in Sumner County, and then one's 20 months old. And just the fact that I got to go home and hug my kids and hug my wife, and so that practicing gratitude can actually kind of build a resilience that if we really take the time to notice, and it's a discipline because it's so easy to doom scroll for hours and hours and hours and just get so caught up in admiring the tragedy that is happening that we miss out on really focusing in on what we have right in front of our faces, which is for many of us, our wives, our husbands, our children, our family members. So I would just encourage the community at large to, stay connected, stay aware of what's happening, but also kind of get in your little bubble and really appreciate what you have in your own family.
Very good.
Doom scrolling, that's really important. So we need to stop some of that, that's for sure. Thank you so much,
Thank
Benjamin.
you.
Seriously, wonderful conversation, and thank you for all your insight. And again, Benjamin, Holmes Counseling is offering free mental health services to first responders, educators, families, or friends directly affected by the shooting at the Covenant School.